season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the 24th ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week.
Yep. Oh, happy day, oh, happy day, when Jesus won. Just completed an undefeated season for everybody watching. I'm a little drowsy right now. I can barely focus on it.
It's Hill. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers, and you saw it there on the incompletion.
Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets two. He's down at the 21.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Makes the catch.
I'm going to get it.
On the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Fires to the middle. Complete with conviction on the crosser. And you know the line they kick around at Ohio State. Woody Hayes, forward pass, 2 of the 3 things that can happen are bad. Woody had dudes like this, he'd be spinning that magic bean all over this place.
You ain't lying. My, how times have changed. Now it is pass, pass, pass. Find explosive playmakers like this on the outside. Get them the football.
And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Looking left. Complete downfield. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Buckeyes want to crank the tempo. Looking downfield, it's Green. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down, and likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback.
Throw to the end zone. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. He lets one fly deep. Makes the catch down the right side.
Hey, come on, man. Y'all, no pressure.
39-yard line. Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Got his man. And he's
That's
down after the short completion. He did not make it to the first down marker. The Volunteers in a good spot here with second and short. Handoff from the gun. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards.
Oh, he's got some space.
Of course, it makes him go the other way.
Enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. And the Volunteers are on the move. He leaves it with the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Fires to the tight end.
Nobody's getting no pressure.
They're now setting up third down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
They'll run for it on third and short. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Barrels ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Volunteers.
Nobody gets no damn pressure.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. They'll get this drive started from the 29. To the air, it's Hill. Right down the middle.
Bro, what is going on?
Connection going for a big play.
What the heck?
First down.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Gonna let it fly. And wings it incomplete.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left.
This QB is playing so stupid.
Turnover can swing momentum.
This QB is playing so dumb,
great
man.
start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Tennessee ready to go to work the big orange offense on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Out of the backfield, he's open.
You know, that's a great job by the receiver on that curl route. There's a lot of receivers that finish the route and just stop. And that allows the DB to close the gap and then knock the ball away. Nice job by that receiver, continuing to come back to his QB.
We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They'll run it from the gun. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Just drives it between the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Got a little room. He's going to get loose. Just barely able to keep him from pouncing it on that one. What a nice return. This absolute electricity when he gets the ball in his hands. Back to pass, it's Green.
Bro, what is going on with this QB? What the heck?
But they couldn't make the connection.
What?
They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I don't even want to throw the ball no more.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. The Buckeyes headed quickly to the line. Looking to scramble. A shot toward the end zone.
This nigga, boy. This QB is so buns right now. I don't know what's going on with him.
Here comes the field.
He's doing everything else.
Trying to take the 3. And the kicker
this QB is playing like straight buns.
This is now a 7-point game.
He done threw over the head, open passes.
Y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
So here is the Tennessee offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play call.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's
finally somebody get some pressure.
Taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, bud.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Love that throw there. And I remember as a Gator playing against Tennessee, you knew as a quarterback you were going to have to bring your A game to the park because of who was on the other sideline. I played against Peyton Manning, and I played against T. Martin, who won a national championship there. They have a legacy at that position. And this guy for Tennessee, he has a chance to be the next great one.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Quickly complete. Still on his feet at the 45. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
Oh, what's going on with this defense?
And the balls are rolling down the field. The RPO, it's complete. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
What is going on?
He's got an open man. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. The Vols have it with a 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it.
I knew a screen.
Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. The Volunteers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll try to pass their way in.
How does 2 people miss that?
Touchdown, Tennessee!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
I don't get it.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
Really making me mad. Overthrowing.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Back to pass, it's Hill. Pressure coming. It's complete to the left. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Could that be the play that finally wakes them up? Just not a lot of good going on offensively here in this first half. They've only got 3 points to show for their efforts. They haven't been throwing it a lot, but they...
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Here's the pressure. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Using his feet to buy time. Right
oh my God, y'all. This is just...
All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and
like, how are y'all...
set of downs. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
Can't get no pressure.
Hands it off. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And the Volunteers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. It's complete to the right. He'll be out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Fires on the move. It's complete. And he will score.
These niggas can't do nothing. 4 for 13.
These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit has been busy.
Somebody
as they have
gets
built
no
a big
pressure.
lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Dropping back, it's Green. Quickly out to the tight end.
Like, I don't want to keep on going
at the 30 after he picked up 10.
The way he's playing.
And the Buckeyes will hustle to the line. The offense changing the play. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got his man on the right. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. It's caught downfield. He's down at the 25-yard line, waning moments of the first half. It is a 1st down. The offense will quickly use a timeout. They're down to the 25 on 1st and 10. And some room to work. Turning it on. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together.
Oh,
nice
my
job
God.
by this offense.
Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. All wideouts, no backs.
Gotta get some pressure somehow.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Trying to make magic on the scramble.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Keeps looking downfield.
You just...
Throwing on the run. And
just standing there.
Inside the 15-yard line. They've
Like,
got this defense reeling after that last play. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 15. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go, using the quick game. And this one will be stopped for no gain. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
Switch over. God.
One of the big risks about being in an empty set is that you don't have tight ends or running backs helping you out in pass protection. And that time the quarterback got hit right before he let it go, and that's why that ball fell incomplete.
Sticking with the running game and finding enough space to get 8, it leaves them with a 4th and 2. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer.
Wow.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the
And then I try to get down,
They get him stopped,
and
but
still
not
almost got
before
cracked.
he gets it out to the 40-yard line. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Past the 1st down marker and still running. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. It's complete on the right side. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
They're working that left side.
Good Lord.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking to scramble. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
Finds the tight end. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46. And the Vols kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Leaves it with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got it. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. The Vols will have it 1st and 10. The give out of the gun. Breaks into the open.
No pressure,
Really
no
good
nothing.
job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You got to just keep getting positive.
Max going for the goal line. Touchdown, Volunteers! And the stomping has commenced. They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Got the big tight end on the corner route. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and 8? A long way to go. Looking to throw, it's Hill. This time he's got it. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. On first down from the 13-yard line.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Trying to set up the screen.
Y'all didn't block it. Nobody.
Down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The Buckeyes want to move quickly. Wants to throw it. Into the end zone. Pass is broken up. Complete as they were trying to strike for 6.
I know we're in the third quarter, but because they're trailing like they are, they're right now in 4-down mode every single drive. You throw an incompletion down in the red zone, this is a no-brainer. They're going to be throwing it again, and we'll see if the defense can step up here.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Let's it fly.
Just do this shit.
Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but one play by this defense to get the football. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They cashed in on a short field last time. Couldn't fight his way out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety. And they'll set up with a free kick from their own 20.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing.
Let me get down, because nobody in my team blocking.
All of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
Like, what the heck? They said, let me invite everybody to our park. They just...
First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line.
Here we go.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Buckeyes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. To the air, it's Green. Pocket breaking down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback, and I got to be honest,
guys,
I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back
in the day. Y'all blocking.
Me about 2 interceptions ago.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Bring in the heat. Grabs it at the 25-inch stride. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they got it down to the 23.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Complete to the left. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone.
My defense would just play defense.
These guys are going for 2. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Wants to throw on 1st down.
Oh, I read that.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. Working that left side now. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. To the air on 1st down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way.
Oh, he dropped that. Okay, cool.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch.
Why would you come up? That is just stupid, bro. Like, why would you come up? Like, come on.
To the 40-yard line. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting and keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game.
Why would you come up? That just made no sense.
That's a really good stop
by the defense. Not a threat to run.
You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend don't break mentality you're seeing right now.
There he goes. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
Stuff that just going around.
He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it at the 12.
I don't get it.
The Volunteers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together.
Hey, you just over there standing there. It's fucking crazy to me.
He'll be just a few inches short. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The give to the
where are you going now?
To the end zone he goes.
Oh my God.
Boy, do they need that score.
Yeah,
Gave them a little
these niggas are
cushion
dumb.
as they try to put a stop to this two-game slide. And the extra point splits the
I'm bringing
uprights,
up
and
the
they're
dumbest
up a
college
4-3
citizens, the
touchdowns,
dumbest
a
Monday night team.
21-point cushion in the fourth.
That makes no sense.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Looking to throw, it's Hill. Pulls it in, it's Tipton. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout.
Now he want to complete these passes that I was trying to throw earlier.
They've got the defense reeling right now.
Now he want to complete
play
it.
to the 29.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against.
Fires deep toward the end zone.
Now he want to complete these passes.
Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He'll be chased out of bounds inside his own 20 at the 18-yard line, and a great job of coverage there. So here is the Tennessee offense. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get
why did
him
it keep
involved.
making me come
Everybody
down?
on defense on the same page, playing together.
So
I love it.
stupid, man.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they
making
did.
me go
Like
down.
they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football down.
No doubt the offense at this point of the game with the lead late, they're going to try and run the football, and they're going to try and bleed the clock. They need all ball carriers to stay in bounds to keep this clock ticking, just like that guy did there.
Trying play action. On the run, deep down the right side. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In the scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their
Nobody
man. But a
playing.
good job there by the defense.
Defenses throughout the week study every third down situation. You got to be ready for what they do, how they do it, and then be able to adjust. Great job by the offense so far having success.
Well, there's not a lot of mystery what you're going to do on offense at this point of the game. With the lead late, you're just going to lean on your star running back. This is a guy who is going to play on Sundays at the next level. Just keep giving him the football and just let him take this thing over.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Volunteers will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line.
Don't keep backing up to me. Oh, I didn't even see him.
All over him before
I
he
did
had
not
a
see
chance
that
to
dude.
breathe, and they knock him down deep in his own territory. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. Dropping back, it's Green. Looking to the big tight end. Working the big fella to the corner. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. The offense comes out for what almost certainly will be its final drive late in the fourth quarter. Fires to the tight end. And that
He didn't go out?
came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
See why he went out?
After that last completion, it's second down. Wants to go up top. Spits it out to the back.
Oh, my God.
Quick completion on the out route. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking downfield on first down. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
Wide open downfield. And the tackle was made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. One more play to pad the stats. Here comes the heat.
Oh, he almost picked that off.
They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example.